So this week I decided to speak about the topic of the wired world. And although I knew it existed amongst the PR industry, I didn't realize just how big it was. It was so big that it was an issue that was brought up, or a topic rather, not an issue. There was a topic that was brought up almost every single week. And it became, so obvious that almost every single company or organization should have some sort of social media aspect of their business. And even today, almost every single person is involved in some sort of social media website. And my tutor Catherine posed a question to the class, and asked us who has a Facebook account. But it got so hard that it actually became easier for her to ask who doesn't have an account. And it actually turned out that no one in my class at that time didn't have an account. But it just goes to show how big social media has become and how important it is to have that within your business. And something that really interesting is that there's definitely a lot of benefits involved in having social media. It's been highlighted for playing a key role in breaking a number of recent news stories. It helps in building relationships with journalists, and it's been identified as particularly useful in issues and crisis management situations. And I definitely feel that it's a plus in any sort of business or organization, whether it's small or big. I really do feel that it's such an advantage to have. But in saying that, you definitely need to be aware of a lot of things and know how to handle any crisis situations, and also know your way around these social media websites, because you don't want your consumers or your followers on these sites to know more than you, and therefore you look like you don't know what you're doing. But in saying that there are many benefits, there are definitely many challenges that are involved in social media. I think people have to remember, especially coming from a PR international point of view, people have to remember to be culturally sensitive. They have to remember that people speak different languages, so you have to be aware of who you're really reaching and what you know about them. It's also definitely an opportunity to gather intelligence, and I feel I feel as though it's definitely a good thing. Although it does pose certain challenges, I feel that the positives definitely outweigh the negatives, and it's something that every business should look into. If they don't have a social media aspect already, they definitely should look into it. And I found this topic very interesting. It was actually something that I thought about all the time. It was actually something I found really interesting, and especially at my work, I work as a customer service officer. I know that there is someone at a shopping centre, that there is someone who has the role of being in charge of every single social media site for the shopping centre. And I thought actually it was really interesting, and I wondered how often she updates, or how often she has to check it to make sure, or to see what people want. And it was just really interesting. I thought, I wonder what it would be like to have that sort of role. So it was something that I thought of, and I never thought of before, about having that sort of role. And there were definitely a lot of people in my classes that have said that where they work, they're the ones that handle the social media, and they handle the Facebook and Twitter pages. And it was something I really thought that I would like to give that a go, especially now what I've learned about the benefits and what I've learned the challenges are. I really do feel like I could do that well, and I found this topic really interesting.